Welcome to G Fun Facts Online. Today, we're diving into the invisible force that's shaping our digital social lives, artificial intelligence. Think about the online communities you're part of, your favorite Discord server, a Reddit subreddit, or a massive Facebook group. These spaces are buzzing with millions of conversations, posts, and interactions every single second. How do you keep them safe, engaging, and welcoming? For a long time, the answer was an army of human moderators working around the clock. But today, an algorithmic community manager is on the rise, and it's changing everything. AI is no longer a futuristic concept in community management. It's a present-day reality. It's not just about deleting spam. It's a strategic partner that's augmenting the role of human managers, allowing them to shift from constant firefighting to proactive community building. Major platforms like Facebook and LinkedIn have used AI for years to curate your feeds and suggest connections. Now, this power is becoming accessible to communities of all sizes, helping them define social strategies, personalize experiences, and measure their own health and growth. But this new power comes with new questions about bias, privacy, and the future of human jobs in these digital spaces. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on applied AI in online community management. We'll explore the engine room of these systems, see how they safeguard our digital town squares, understand us better than we might think, and actively work to foster connection. Let's start with the core technologies that make all of this possible. At the heart of this revolution are two key fields of AI: natural language processing and machine learning. First up, natural language processing, or NLP. This is the magic that allows computers to understand, interpret, and even generate human language. It's the difference between a program spotting a keyword and it understanding the intent behind your words. NLP isn't one single thing. It has two major components. The first is natural language understanding, or NLU. This is all about comprehension, letting the machine grasp the meaning of text, including its context and tone. When an AI scans a post to see if it's toxic, that's NLU at work. The second component is natural language generation, or NLG. This is about producing human-like text. When a chatbot gives you a natural-sounding answer to a question, that's NLG. Both are critical for creating sophisticated AI tools that can interact with us seamlessly. There's even an emerging field called community-based NLP, which focuses on co-creating these AI models with the communities they're meant for. This helps address a major weakness of traditional NLP, which often misses the specific slang, in-jokes, and cultural nuances of a unique online group, leading to biased or ineffective results. The second core technology is machine learning, or ML. This is a subset of AI, where algorithms are trained on huge amounts of data to recognize patterns and make predictions. Think of it as teaching a computer by showing it millions of examples. There are two main flavors of machine learning used here. The first is supervised learning. This is like teaching with flashcards. You give the algorithm a dataset where everything is already labeled with the correct answer. For example, you'd feed it a million user comments, each one labeled as either toxic or not toxic. By studying these examples, the model learns the characteristics of toxic language and can then apply that knowledge to new, unlabeled comments it has never seen before. The second flavor is unsupervised learning. Here, the algorithm gets a massive dataset with no labels. Its job is to find the hidden patterns and structures all by itself. A classic example in community management is topic modeling. An unsupervised algorithm can sift through thousands of forum posts and identify the main themes and topics of discussion without anyone telling it what to look for beforehand. It's important to remember that the power of these models depends entirely on the data they're trained on. If the data is biased, the AI will be biased. That's a huge challenge. We'll come back to later. So with these powerful tools of NLP and machine learning in hand, what's the first, most critical job AI takes on? Safeguarding the community. One of the most resource-intensive jobs for any community manager is content moderation. Online spaces can be magnets for hate speech, spam, harassment, and misinformation. AI offers a scalable, efficient solution. AI moderation systems can work 24/7, analyzing immense volumes of content in real time, providing a level of consistency that's impossible for human teams alone. But let's be clear, the goal isn't to replace human moderators. The most effective approach is a hybrid model, combining the speed and scale of AI with the nuanced judgment and empathy of a human. The AI acts as the first line of defense, flagging potential issues, while humans handle the complex edge cases. At its core, content moderation is a text classification problem. The AI's job is to classify text into categories like spam, hate speech, or neutral. Several algorithms are used for this. Simpler ones like Naive Bayes, a probabilistic classifier, are often used as a starting point. More powerful algorithms like support vector machines, or SVMs, are great at handling the complexity of text data. But the real game changers are deep learning models, like recurrent neural networks and transformers. These advanced models can understand the context and subtlety of language much better, leading to far more accurate detection of harmful content. And it's not just about text. AI-powered image and video recognition can automatically detect and flag inappropriate visual content, like graphic violence or nudity, by analyzing the pixels themselves. A key tool within this safeguarding toolkit is sentiment analysis, also known as opinion mining. This is where NLP is used to automatically identify the emotional tone of a piece of text. Is it positive, negative, or neutral? More advanced models can even detect specific emotions like joy, anger, or surprise. For a community manager, this is like having a real-time dashboard for the community's collective mood. They can monitor brand reputation, spot a sudden negative shift in sentiment that might signal an oncoming crisis, or analyze feedback on a new product to see what users truly love or hate. Of course, sentiment analysis isn't perfect. It can easily be confused by sarcasm, irony, and cultural context. So it's a tool for gaining insights, not a definitive measure of opinion. Beyond just keeping the community safe, AI helps us understand its members on a much deeper level through user behavior analysis. A thriving community isn't just a safe one. It's one where members feel understood and catered to. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of interaction data, posts, comments, likes, even how long people spend on the site, to identify patterns. This allows managers to move beyond guesswork and make data-driven decisions. Machine learning is key here. For instance, clustering algorithms, a type of unsupervised learning, can group users with similar behaviors. An algorithm like K-means might automatically identify distinct user segments, like new and engaged members, longtime lurkers, or community power users. This allows managers to create targeted engagement strategies for each group, instead of using a one-size-fits-all approach. Then you have classification algorithms, which are part of supervised learning. These can be trained to predict future user behavior. For example, a model could be trained to identify users who are at high risk of churning or leaving the community. By flagging these users early, a community manager can proactively reach out with a special message or incentive to encourage them to stay. Perhaps one of the most powerful tools for understanding members is topic modeling. As we mentioned earlier, this is an unsupervised technique that automatically discovers what a community is talking about. The most common algorithm for this is called Latent Dirichlet Allocation, or LDA. LDA works on the assumption that each post is a mix of different topics, and each topic is a mix of different words. By analyzing which words frequently appear together across thousands of posts, it can reverse engineer the underlying topics of discussion. It can reveal emerging trends or unmet needs that might not be obvious otherwise. A newer, More advanced model, called the Conversational Structure-Aware Topic Model, even considers the structure of conversations, like which comments get the most replies, to improve the accuracy of its topic extraction. So AI helps keep the space safe and helps us understand its members. The next logical step is to use that knowledge to actively foster connection and growth. This is where AI moves from a passive analyst to an active participant. One of the most visible examples of this is the AI-powered chatbot. These are the 24/7 community assistants that can provide instant support, answer frequently asked questions, and guide new users through the onboarding process. Modern chatbots aren't the clunky tools of the past. They use sophisticated NLP and ML to understand and respond to queries in a natural, conversational way. They can be trained on a community's entire knowledge base to provide accurate, consistent answers instantly. This frees up human managers from answering the same questions over and over, allowing them to focus on more complex relationship-building work. The next level of fostering engagement is personalization. I can create a highly tailored experience for every single member. By analyzing a user's data, their interests, their past interactions, the topics they engage with, AI algorithms can curate a personalized content feed just for them. It can recommend relevant articles to read, other groups to join, or even other members to connect with. This makes each member feel seen and valued, dramatically increasing engagement and retention. Finally, there's predictive analytics. This uses historical data and machine learning to forecast future outcomes. In community management, this is like having a crystal ball. Predictive models can forecast community growth, identify those at-risk members we talked about, and anticipate emerging trends before they even happen. A manager could use a predictive model to estimate the impact of a new feature on user engagement, allowing them to make data-driven decisions about the community's future. This proactive approach can even help with crisis management, alerting managers to potential issues before they erupt. Now, with all this talk of automation, analysis, and prediction, it might sound like the human community manager is on their way out. But the opposite is true. The most effective model is what's called human-in-the-loop. AI is a powerful tool, but it is not a replacement for human oversight, judgment, and empathy. AI algorithms struggle with nuance. They don't get sarcasm, inside jokes, or complex cultural context. And most importantly, they lack empathy and emotional intelligence. Building genuine connections and a true sense of belonging requires a human touch. This leads us directly to the ethical tightrope that we must walk. Using AI in our social spaces brings significant challenges. The most critical is algorithmic bias. AI models learn from the data we give them. If that data reflects existing societal biases around race, gender, or anything else, the AI will not only learn those biases but can actually amplify them. A biased content moderation model might unfairly flag content from certain groups as toxic, perpetuating harm. Mitigating this requires constant vigilance, carefully curating diverse and representative training data, using fairness-aware algorithms, and regularly auditing the AI for bias. Then there's data privacy. These AI tools require vast amounts of user data to function. This raises huge privacy concerns. Users need to know how their data is being collected and used, and they must have control over it. Transparency is non-negotiable. So, what is the road ahead? The future of AI in online communities is moving towards hyper-personalization, where every single aspect of the experience is tailored to the individual. We'll see more proactive management, where AI anticipates needs and solves problems before they even arise. We may even see AI integrated with other technologies like virtual and augmented reality to create new kinds of immersive community experiences. The application of AI is fundamentally transforming how we build and nurture our digital tribes. From content moderation to user analysis and personalized engagement, it offers tools to create safer, more vibrant online spaces. However, the journey is filled with ethical challenges that must be addressed with care. The true key to success will be a human-centered approach. Technology should never be used to replace human connection, but to enhance and amplify it. The most successful communities of the future will be those that strike the perfect balance between the awesome power of AI and the irreplaceable human touch of empathy, creativity, and genuine connection.